Hey, yo, welcome back into the trail count. Of course, you already know what it is. You already know what time it is. It's your boy Trail coming to you live from Los Angeles, and my man's Jules Bell out there in AZ. Jules, talk to me.
What's going on? Not much. Let's say it's the interesting Smackdown. We'll put it like that.
Indeed, indeed. Hey, but look, man, happy birthday to you,
Yeah, thank you,
Julian
thank you.
Bell, man. How's your day been, man? You
That's
enjoying your
been
birthday?
good. Been good. Just been chilling out, really, for the most part. Ain't nothing
Yeah,
been
that's what
going
I'm
on.
talking about, man. Happy birthday to Jules. Gotta love it. Another day around another year around the sun, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, look, tomorrow ain't promised, man. We blessed for every year we get, folks. So, hey, check it out, man. Like you just said, man, we just finished a loaded SmackDown. Um, we also just finished TNA No Surrender. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I know I told y'all I was gonna double stream, but I did not get a chance. I did. I'm not gonna lie. So real quick. So the plan is I'm going to finish watching that pay per view, maybe tonight or tomorrow, and then what's gonna happen
Mm.
is I'll finish reviewing it on the Monday pod possibly. Uh, and then but I did catch a little bit. I know in the main event, I caught the tail end of the main event. So I know it was like a crazy tag team match they had going on or something like that
Right,
involving the system. But I did see Leon Slater defeat Nick Nemeth, and that was a big win for him. Big win
right.
over Nick Nemeth. And then also I know that your boy Trey Miguel won the international championship.
Yeah, Trey Miguel still doing big things, and we also got a new knockout women's champion. So,
Oh, see, I ain't know that. That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
So
new
but I'm gonna check
knockouts
that.
women's champion. Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out. See what I'm saying? I didn't catch the show, so I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Try to make up nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't catch y'all, but And then also I seen during that main event that your boy Steve Macklin, who's supposed to be fired, I saw that he ended up getting back and jumping back on or basically attacking, assaulting um Mike Santana. They go into a brawl into the crowd. So I believe this was a tag team match, but then everybody had their own little side thing going on to where
Right.
everybody was fighting off in the crowd, which left Leon Slater and Nick Nemeth in the ring, which is how you had that final. Of course, Leon Slater getting the pin with the Swanton. What is it? Swanton 450.
One time 450. Yeah.
Swanton 450. But then, like I said, the story here is this Steve Macklin thing. So now it's like I said a few pods ago.
Yep.
Um, I was thinking this might have been tied into a real life thing, but it wasn't. I think this time Feast
Mm-hmm.
of Fire was just used to elevate a storyline, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So
and it
they're
was
not they're
because
not firing Steve Macklin, or he's not leaving. He's still obviously he's still obviously active in the storyline.
right, and that's what I was saying before. You know, when he had that look on his face and he didn't say nothing, I kind of knew. I said, "Oh." I was like,
He's
he about to
he's
go
about
after
to go back
after the
after the
champ. Yep.
championship.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, gonna be. I mean, I don't see what the well, I don't know. I don't know what the point was. Well, I guess I see the point because in the storyline he's supposed to still be fired. So he's
Right. Right.
obviously upset about being fired, maybe going with the whole, people don't appreciate me type thing, you know what I mean, or
Right.
whatever, or underappreciated role. And somehow, I think with these attacks, like I said before, Mike Santana eventually is going to be like, hey, I don't care about any of that. Like, you got to reinstate him, bring him back because I want to get my hands on him.
Right.
You know what I mean? So eventually we get like a Mike Santana versus Steve Macklin match, basically.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm
And we'll
so I'm
get
here
that.
for it. So, and what's crazy is to me, like the TNA storylines, is like cliche as they may seem, like even those storylines are better than AEW. Like I'm somewhat invested. Like I'm definitely not as invested into it as
Right.
WWE, but
Right.
I'm
Right. Right.
invested. Like at least I understand what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I mean?
you know, sometimes with sometimes with TNA, sometimes they at the end. Sometimes, like they main event, it could be hit or miss. Sometimes you could be, they'll do something at the end that kind of make you go like, "What? That didn't make any sense. Why would why
Like
would they do that?"
on Dynamite.
Yeah, be like, "Why did they do that?" But sometimes, like I said, they pretty much hit and miss. But they do have good storylines.
Yeah, but yes, like I said, we'll get to the rest of that. No Surrender. I'm gonna watch the rest tomorrow, tonight. We'll see. But hey, look, Jules, SmackDown Live, man. So we had
Yes, sir.
Tiffany Stratton open the show and told the crowd uh that she made it to the chamber, and says she's gonna what is this? I'm reading these results. Like what it says. But it's Tiffany Stratton pretty much opened the show with a promo about the chamber.
Right.
Basically saying that she made it there because when she puts her mind to it, or when she says she's gonna do something, she does it.
Right.
So she came out there pretty much talking trash, saying there's 5 other women inside the chamber and that they won't get past her. Of course, she was then interrupted by Lash Legend and Nia Jax, who have been doing that like forever. And
Right.
obviously, this set up the match for later on. And then we run these quick results here that I thought I had. So then in that match, we also had a tag team match, right? We had the Rio or whatever they're calling themselves, like Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Nia Jackson, Lash Legend,
Yeah.
right? And then so that match went on. That was a pretty good match tonight. How you feel about that one? I like the build. I feel like pretty much I think this is the best situation right now for Lash Legend. I feel like because she's surrounded by so much star power, and that's just making her, elevating her to a bigger star, right?
Yeah, and they taking a time with the both of them, Nia Jax and Last Legend. So they're keeping them as a team. They're not rushing them.
Yeah.
They just keeping them like on the same pace, which is good, and also just putting them, like you said, with good talent.
Exactly. Well, then we had MFT come out there, and they did their thing. Actually defeated, and this was off of the same thing. Most of these matches, it's the same thing. Somebody cuts a promo, somebody interrupts somebody, right? And then it turns into a a tag team. Because here comes freaking Nick Aldis. And you know what, Nick? Yeah, you're laughing because Nick Aldis is. I mean, I got no problem with it though. But it's like every time somebody shows up, this dude Nick Aldis, bro. I mean, obviously, the same old cliche thing where like the general managers come out there and make a match, but this dude comes out there and he's like the new Teddy Long almost.
That's what I said.
Yeah, because Teddy Long, everybody knows, well, at least all our OG fans know that Teddy Long used to always, hey, it's going to be a tag team match, player. It's going to be a tag team match, and now you got freaking Nick Aldis. You know what? I think we got a tag team match. I think we gotta. Well, you know what? Gentlemen. Well, he put some of that freaking English accent.
Yeah, that had me tripped.
You know what? I think since you're here and since you're over there, I think we get together and we make it a 6-man tag right here tonight. Like, and then we have it. So Nick,
we have a whole 10-man tag. Yeah,
and then he don't even care. Even if you like, what was that when Liv Morgan showed up last week with Raquel? He didn't even care. He was like, hey, even though you two aren't even on my show, you're here now, so you're gonna have a tag team. What? I was like, how are you gonna put somebody else's people in a tag team?
Right.
Yeah, so gotta love Nick Aldis. But anyways, that match in a no contest. And that keeps both teams looking strong on that one. And like I was just saying, MFT, which came off another promo interruption, MFT tagged up and defeated Carmelo Hayes, Apollo Crews, who I forgot even had a job there, Matt Cardona, Ilya Dragunov, and Nakamura. They end up knocking those guys off. So let's talk about a few of these names in this tag match. First of all, let's start with the obvious one that stood out to everybody, Apollo Crews. You know, I think earlier talked about Apollo Crews. You know, back in the day, he had a decent run with the Intercontinental Championship. He had the whole African King, whatever that's supposed to be. And he had, and who was that? Who was that guy he used to have with him? That what was it?
That was Trick Williams.
That was Trick Williams, huh?
Yeah, that was Trick Williams.
Damn.
Yeah, time flies. You don't
well, not even how time flies, but it's crazy how people evolve.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because if you had went back in time and said this guy's gonna be a megastar, I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, nah, he's not gonna.
Yeah, I wouldn't have believed it, and that's what I'm saying. When you find a character and you find something that works, you stick to it, and you ride it out. And so that's what he did. He was like, okay, well, hey, I'm gonna find this character, and we gonna run with it.
That's crazy, and it also gives a testament to how long these guys actually work in the business. It's not just like I think some fans think that it's like, oh, okay, this guy just walks in, does a tryout, gets picked up, he's talented, so he gets picked up and he gets signed to a deal. They give him a gimmick and he takes off. Like, no, some of these people have been like literally working at this. A lot of these pro wrestlers, especially on the independent scene, have been working at this for years.
Yeah.
Like years before we even knew who they were, or at least even cared who they were.
Right.
Have been doing this and trying to get to the top. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so people only, and I mean, obviously I don't want to get cliche, but it's true. Like, people only see the final product.
Right.
They don't see the endless hours and time and effort put in. They don't see the times that you failed, that you didn't make it, or they don't see the times that, just so many things, right? Involved in that. Some of these guys literally have spent the last like 2 decades wrestling in freaking bingo halls for like $5 and a hot dog.
Yeah, so that's the behind the scenes stuff we don't get to see.
Right. So that's crazy. Because now I think about it, that was Trick Williams. Holy shit.
Yep.
Damn. So Apollo Crews' henchman back in the day was Trick Williams. But so Apollo Crews, I don't know. So I feel like, I think he also does producing and stuff like that backstage, I think he helps train or coach or whatever.
Right.
But I didn't realize Apollo Crews was even still with the company. But I mean, he did look good, right?
I think he had I don't know if he had an injury or something that
for like 3 years. What type of injury is this?
That helped him out.
At least 2.
Yeah, so at least 2. I really don't know what type of injury he had, but it was something that because what brought it to my attention and why I'm saying that is because I caught it. Wade Barrett was like, oh, he had he looks in phenomenal shape, and he hasn't been in the ring in a while from his
trying to push him.
Yeah, his setbacks or whatever the case is. So
that's crazy. Hey, I'm not mad. Glad to see him back. He looked good. Shout out to him. So we'll see. I don't know. I just feel like if they're planning on pushing him, it's gonna be a lot of pushing. Because just like some people like when Vince left a lot of stars, like in this bubble. Right. And then in this bubble, we only viewed them as one thing. And then when Triple H took over, and he's still doing it, like he's still doing it, like right now, he's had to say, okay, I have to take this person out of this bubble, and I have to make it believable that this person is a contender.
Right.
But see, that's hard to do when you have somebody that has been in that role for so long,
right.
that's hard. Like
Yeah.
even like Maxine Dupree, perfect example. Maxine
Yeah.
Dupree. Now you want me to believe that Maxine Dupree is like intercontinental world title contender, beating. And I mean, actually, it's starting to grow on me. It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah. I
really
ain't
is.
gonna lie. Yeah.
Like, and then you got Otis and Tozawa,
Right.
right, going after the Usos.
Now they had a good. I ain't gonna lie. They had a good tag
They
team
did have
match.
a good match.
That
They
surprised
did,
me.
but however, those guys have always been viewed as jobbers, like not
Yeah.
taken
Right.
seriously, like not even mid card, right? So now you want me to believe those guys are going to beat the Usos. You see what I'm saying? But
Right.
I mean, that's what you have to do. Like if you want to take people out of these bubbles, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to start putting them, even when you got fans like me, because I was talking shit like 2 pods ago, like, oh man, what's up with Otis and Tozawa? But hey, but guess what? All that noise, you got to ignore it and say yes, because you're going to get that blowback from fans like myself,
Yeah. Yeah.
everywhere else, like, because we're so used, because this is all we know about this person, right? So
Right.
we're like, oh, what's going on with this, right? Why? Okay, that's not going to work. But you can't. But from a business standpoint, you got to say, okay, look, hey, we expected this pushback, right? But
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna keep throwing these people down your throat until you, hey, one day you're gonna say, oh, you know what, bam, yep, that's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just what it is. Who else they had in there? Freaking Matt Cardona. He's fine. He's just
Yeah.
showing up. I mean, he's just showing up. He got to use his name for the first time. No longer Zack Ryder, so he's good. He's just coming in there cutting his teeth. I expect him to eventually probably start a real program, probably after WrestleMania.
Yeah. I
So
could see that. I could
yeah.
definitely see
So I'm not really putting him in that. Ilya Dragunov. I mean, it's fine. You know what? I'm not gonna. I mean, he's coming off. He's coming off a decent reign as United States champion. He's still really working the program with Carmelo Hayes,
that. Mm-hmm.
which is also elevating Carmelo Hayes. So I guess he's good to go. Nakamura. Now that's one like a lot of talent there. I feel like not being used.
Well,
Yeah. How do you feel
they're
about it?
trying to. Well, they're trying to really. I guess work with Nakamura. They're trying to give him a fair shot. They don't want him to go other places because they see stock
Oh, dude,
value.
if you were to go to like freaking AEW, oh man,
Right, I know. That's what I
like
was saying.
dude,
And you see
Nakamura,
him.
dude. First of all, Nakamura and anybody like Nakamura and Kenny Omega. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
See,
goodness.
they know
You
he would
know,
be huge. They know he would probably be huge over there. So
and
they're
probably
trying.
he would be on like Swerve Strickland, Hangman Page. He would be on MJF level.
Right, right.
Like bottom line, he would have to be. He would have
Oh,
to
that
be.
most definitely.
And I feel like they would make his character, even though WWE tried that,
Right.
but I feel like AEW would make his character more darker.
Yeah.
Also more like it would work there. Like, you know. And folks, I swear I'm so sorry for yawning on this pod. I don't know what is. I'm an old man, guys. Okay, listen. Yes, I'm yawning. Yes, I'm tired. It is 10 p.m. here in LA, and I was at the gym today. I'm an old man, so whatever. But I'm still here doing the pod. But anyways, so look, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this pod off in between yawns. So, so y'all gonna have to deal with it. But anyways, so. Yeah, so Nakamura, I believe, and as much people probably always hear me say that, and they'd be like, "Oh, you talk all this trash about AEW, but then you turn around and you say who would be great in AEW." Yeah, because the thing, I'm not saying that AEW is a bad company. Like it's just
No,
the
it's
worst.
not
It's just that the story writing could be more organized and better, but
clear. Right.
like, right and more clear or where you're going. Because like every week, I feel like a little kid trying to put a puzzle together every
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
But other than that, like the pay-per-views are great. So like AEW is not terrible. And there are some people in WWE that would be better off in AEW. They would.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Just like there's some people in AEW that would be better off in WWE.
Right.
That's what it is, right? So it goes both ways. So nobody's like trying to be like that. But most definitely, like, yeah, Nakamura would be crazy, like Honestly, he would even be crazy in like TNA. It would be crazy.
Oh,
Like anywhere, like either one of those, bro. Like it would be off. Dude, honestly, could you
he'll
imagine?
be huge.
Could you imagine Kyle Fletcher and Nakamura? Like any of those dudes, man.
Yeah, he'll be
Dude,
definitely big time.
like we just saw the Kyle Fletcher and Ciampa match
Yep.
of the year. I mean, as far as AEW goes, match of the year candidate. Period.
Right.
Match of the year candidate, and we only in February. And
Yeah.
listen, I was there live. That whole match was crazy. The only thing I don't agree with the finish with him losing the belt, but that match was insane. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
like that match was insane. And especially at live events, it is hard to keep my attention. It is extremely hard.
Right. Because you'd be like, oh, I'm going to the bathroom.
I sit there and was like, oh yeah, like that shit was good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, but we'll see what they continue to do with that. But let's move on here. Then we have the Alexa Bliss defeating Zelina Vega and Gilia to gain her spot in the chamber. No surprise there. We knew out of those three, they were going to put Alexa Bliss in there. But dude, let's talk about Zelina Vega pretty much using her husband's entrance. How do we feel on it? I liked it, but I liked it. Yeah. Do you feel like they could have put a little twist on it though? Because I mean, she pretty much came out to literally came out to his exact entrance, even on the setup with the camels and everything.
Yeah,
I mean, she put her own little twist on it. She came crawling out there. Kind of reminded me of like the Demon Finn Balor. She comes crawling out, or whatever. So, but I think she had a great presentation. They're making her character a lot more darker. Like even when the plate came up, it was like very like gothic. And then her ring attire was spot on. I think that maybe they didn't want to do that, or maybe he wasn't there tonight. But I feel like maybe she should have came out with him though, or maybe not though, or maybe that because I think they don't want us to feel like, oh yeah, like she's just piggybacking off of him, even though she was. But I think it would. I think with the fact that they allowed her to use his entrance, I just feel like I was about to say he should have came out there with her, but I'm thinking about it now, and I'm thinking that would have even because I mean I wasn't the only one that was sitting there like, oh, all she's doing is using Alistair's theme, right?
Yeah.
But then had he came out there with her, I think that would have confused everybody because it would have that would have been like, okay, is this gonna be her theme now, or is she just being escorted out here by him tonight? You see what I'm saying? Like if she were to come out here by herself, it's just gonna be the same thing. You know what I mean? So I think by keeping him back away, that established like, hey, this is what I'm doing on my own now.
Yeah, they wanted to create a different path. So that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to create a different path and a different avenue for her.
Yeah, and then you can't be having like this bubbly, lively entrance, but then your husband has this dark, sinister shit, and then you're coming. I mean, yeah, that would have been fine if they kept their characters separate. But then once you start having her involved with him, it's like, okay, yeah, you gotta match what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like just like with Karrion Kross and Scarlett. You know what I mean? When you had those two were like on the same frequency. Like you couldn't have Scarlett doing some freaking nice woman act or some shit like some and then have Karrion Kross doing his thing. It would never work. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So now they're the same idea with these two. Now you two are gonna be together, so you guys gotta get on the same page. But I liked it overall. But I knew she wasn't gonna win that match. Well,
no.
Alexa Bliss. Now Gilia, my thing about Gilia is my beef with Gilia. I feel like if they weren't, well, I mean, and yeah, I know, yeah, she won the United States Championship. I think like twice now she won it. But and the only reason that is because there's not really many challengers in the division for the United States Championship. And that continues to bounce around between her. Well, it was bouncing around between her and Chelsea Green, but now with Chelsea Green injured, I'm pretty sure that belt's going to stay with Gilia for a while. So
and let me say this real quick. So they're trying, and you can see too, they're trying with Julia or whatever. So they really trying to work with her. That's why, they probably gave her the United States Championship back because they want to see, okay.
Well, you also got Chelsea Green with a damn boot on her leg.
Yeah, and I'm glad to see that. Yeah, and I'm glad to see that they
I mean,
kept
it's not
her.
funny, but that's what it is.
Yeah, and I'm glad to see that they kept her on TV.
Yeah, still
Despite the
doing promos.
despite the broken ankle and everything. So they're keeping her kind of comedian role, kind of like R-Truth, what he's doing a little bit. And we seen R-Truth tonight, his little thing, what he did. So yeah.
Oh man, Kilt Wilson, man. He's talking about a camel toe and stuff, man. What is wrong with Truth, man? He told Kilt Wilson that he had a camel toe tonight. That was
Oh boy, I tell you, R-Truth is something else.
And shout out to R-Truth, but real quick, sidetrack. We're gonna get right back on. I promise we are. But R-Truth having his own event out at Substance Nightclub in Las Vegas, WrestleMania weekend. That Friday after SmackDown of WrestleMania weekend. So me and Jules will be in the building all weekend long. So if you guys are in the area, if you're in town for Mania on Vegas weekend, come out and party with us at Substance Nightclub Friday night, Fremont Street. Actually, dude, I think we should do. Yeah, we're gonna be at so many different places. We're gonna be at Wale Mania.
Right.
Thursday, I know I'm gonna be at least be at. I'm at all the shows: SmackDown, Stand and Deliver, both nights of WrestleMania, the Raw after Mania. Also, dude, I'm gonna be coming to your town, man. I'm gonna come out there because I heard about the March 13th. Raw.
That's SmackDown is.
Are you guys getting SmackDown? Or is that Raw?
No, that's SmackDown. That's coming.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, that March 13th.
I think who's getting Raw? Are we getting Raw then? I think we're getting Raw.
I think you guys are getting Raw. I think
Cali's getting Raw. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I think Northern California is getting Raw.
I think we're getting Raw. You know what? I think San Francisco is getting Raw.
Yeah, it's one.
I think that's what it is.
But I think it's Sacramento. I think it's Sacramento. I think it's the Golden One Center. I think is
Sacramento.
Getting Raw. Yeah, Sacramento.
Damn, have I even been to Sacramento yet? I don't think I have. I'm gonna make the trip.
Yeah, Sacramento.
It's gonna be about 8 hours for me.
Yeah, Sacramento is the one.
Yeah, I'm gonna make. So I plan on doing whatever that Raw is, the Monday before. And then I'm gonna come down to you guys for the no, wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. Cause it's March 13th. You guys are getting, that's a Friday.
Yeah, that's a Friday. Yeah.
But you're saying, the Monday before the 13th is the one that's gonna be in Cali.
Yeah, I think that's the one that's gonna be in Cali.
That's like early March or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's like
okay. I can make that. I was gonna say because I'm thinking because the week after that is gonna be in Vegas. That's crazy, dude. So if I'm able to hit all those, that's crazy. I'm gonna be literally, bro. Yeah, I would have been at Raw and SmackDown both back to back weeks, back to back episodes. Because I would have been at the Raw and freaking Sacramento. Then I was at the SmackDown and Phoenix. And I was at the SmackDown, obviously in Vegas. And then I'm at the Raw after I'm at that one. Damn. I'm gonna be. It's gonna be a good March and April for me. And then obviously I'm gonna be at Revolution coming up here. Yeah. Crazy schedule for me. But anyway, see how we get sidetracked. See, I told you guys. We get sidetracked on this show. People deal with it. But yeah, I just feel like with Gilia though. Back to Gilia, I feel like I don't know. I just feel like she should have just stayed. She could have stayed on NXT.
Yeah, and
we've seen people spend a lot of time on NXT. Look how long people like JC Jane, Jada Parker, even Sol Ruka.
Right.
People have spent a very long time, which is fine. Right. Because why? I mean, I feel like this. They called her up with Stephanie Valkyrie, right? And
Right.
at the time, they made it seem like these were just two huge names coming up. And Stephanie Valkyrie, I mean, obviously she's at the top of the world. She's the champion right now, about to headline WrestleMania. She's, won countless things already. She's made history already. So
Right.
good for her. But see, the thing was, they made it seem like this was going to happen for both of them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's
Everything that's
where,
happening. So right now, you got Stephanie on top of Monday Night Raw.
but
So
see,
you
I
would
knew,
assume that would have been Gilia on top of SmackDown. That's
but
what we
see,
thought.
I knew who was, but see, I knew who was going to be the bigger one out of both of them, and I was like, oh, well, we see who the star is out of this, and that's Stephanie Valkyrie. She the biggest star that came out of this, and they're gonna put Julia right up underneath the on SmackDown to just see what she looking like or whatever the case is. And then like I said, it's nothing against her. The the thing that the thing I really think they should do is I know she could, speak English and stuff like that, but and I know it's their culture and stuff like that, but I would like them to like kind of speak a little English or
You gonna
something
get
like that, or have a have a translator, something I don't know.
you gonna get heat for that, my boy. Hey, I hope you got the fan on over there, because it's gonna be some heat. They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
Jewel said he don't like nah, man, I don't think no, but I get what you're saying. But no, I mean, she's both of their English has gotten really better.
Yeah, it is.
It takes time. I don't think that's the problem. I just
No,
feel like,
it's not the problem.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, she's not doing terrible. Like I said, she's had the multiple. Well, I mean, she is the United States champion and two-time champion now.
Right.
So she's got that. So I'm not here to say she's being buried. I mean,
No.
I don't think two U.S. title runs and currently holding a championship is considered buried. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's one of those we'll see things. It's one of those we'll see things. The jury's out on it. Yeah. Trick Williams defeats Ray Phoenix via pinfall. And was that to get inside the chamber or no? Was that a qualifying match?
No, that's going to be next. That's going to be next week. Yeah.
Oh, Trick Williams versus who next week? Who's he fighting next?
I think it's going to be. I don't even know. But they did say he was going to be in the qualifier, and
I think he's going to get in.
Yeah, I think he's going to get in.
Williams should be in the chamber match. I feel like he should be in the chamber match. Doing the, I mean, he's money right now, man. Trick Williams, man.
The man is money, and I hope they keep him on the roll. So here's the deal: if he doesn't get in, and this was one of the bigger podcasters, said if Trick doesn't get into the chamber, or he happens to lose in the chamber, probably they could set up Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes for the United States Championship at WrestleMania.
Ooh, and then with all the chemistry they have, that's crazy.
Yep, set that up for the United States.
The previous history and all of this, and then that could be like Trick Williams, like revenge, because don't forget it was Carmelo that kind of beat him and then left him on the NXT brand and went off.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Carmelo is gonna cut promos about that, like, oh yeah, I already beat you one time and left you. You know what I mean, or whatever.
Oh, that'll be.
I feel like this. I feel like this could be Trick Williams' revenge match against Carmelo Hayes. But then with that, then also you got to be careful with that, because obviously you also want to keep elevating Carmelo Hayes.
Right.
So it's like I don't want. Yeah, I mean, I would love for Trick to get a WrestleMania win, a WrestleMania moment, and obviously,
right.
and obviously to get his first championship on the main roster. But I don't want it to be at the expense of the elevation of Carmelo Hayes.
Hayes, right?
That's my thing.
Yeah, that'd be probably the danger part. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I love it. I wasn't thinking about that shit, dude. That would be pretty damn good. Yeah, damn, that's good. That's good stuff. So we'll see what happens with that the next week. Hopefully he gets in. Jade Cargill. Do I have to cover this? But anyway, no. Anybody that's been watching or listening to our show know exactly why I don't want to cover this.
Yeah,
but
and I'll cover it real quick.
Go ahead.
Listen, we saw when Jade and Jordan Grace was getting ready to interact or hook up, we saw Dirty Dom and we saw Liv Morgan come out there, and they would set up a little table on the outside, and they was having dinner together or whatever.
Yeah, that was hilarious,
for Valentine's Day. So they was out there eating and sipping on wine or whatever the case is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jordan Grace, good showing. Not a good showing for Jade. Here's the thing on.
I expect you to say that. I gotta hear this one.
Yeah, it's just, bro. Jade, I don't know. It's to me when good presence. This. The woman is good presence when she comes out there. She looks great, looks the part, everything. It's just I feel like sometimes she doesn't. When it comes down to it, she doesn't bring what she needs to bring. And what I mean, bring what she needs to bring. She needs to keep going in the ring. Like she needs to. Okay, we got to go into this move here. It's just she has to her move set. It's one dimensional. Like we seen, like she did a couple of splashes in the corner, and she did like a suplex or whatever the case is, and she just did some of everything. But mostly, to be honest, half of all that was really Jordan Grace. To be real with you, I didn't see really any significance of what Jade really kind of did too much. And it's not a bad thing. It's just she's learning still. And that's what I was telling you the last time. You're going to have to get with Booker T. He's going to have to show you the ins and outs.
Here, baby.
Yeah, he's going to have to show you the ins and outs of what's going on. Still holes in the game, but that come along with the territory. And but she made it, and she made it through the match and won.
She's the world champion. But I
feel like the question
that's her aesthetic, her star power.
Yeah.
Like if she didn't look like a superhero, she wouldn't be the world champion.
No, she wouldn't at all.
Because of her, how she looks.
Yeah. Her build, yeah.
Everything, as far as, merchandise.
Yeah.
Everything now is merchandise driven, merchandise, advertisement. Can I sell you? Yeah. Can I put you on the side of a truck?
Right.
Can I put you on the side of the damn cups in the arena?
Arenas, right.
Can I do that? Can I put you up on the marquee outside?
Yeah.
Can I put you on my poster? Can I put you on a t-shirt?
T-shirt, yeah.
If that's yes, and it sells, can I make you into an action figure? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Guess what? You're the world champion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then which I'm a big Jade fan.
Right.
And I
Right.
man, I don't have a problem with that, but I get it. People, but then you have some people who have made a career off only having like, 5 or 6,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
freaking Goldberg
Right.
is a
Right.
freaking Hall of Famer and he does like 5 moves. Which, and
Right.
I'm a
Right.
huge Goldberg fan. But you know what though? Because with Goldberg, you knew what you were gonna get.
Right. Right.
He come out there, he's gonna get you the whole, the aesthetic of him. You got the whole freaking state troopers out here escorting him, knocking on his day gun, whatever. He got a whole escort, and then he's gonna come out there and he gonna blow the smoke out of his mouth. Cause he do the whole thing, hit you with a jackhammer, and get you a spear and a jackhammer, and that was the highlight of the match.
Yep.
Spear and a jackhammer. You know what I mean? That's what he was gonna do. And that's what I think. And I think Jade might just be that, man. It might just be where you get those splashes and
Right.
then at the end she'll hit you with the what you call that, the jaded.
Right.
The jaded, and everybody's waiting for the jaded. And in the beginning, of course, you get the entrance. You get the whole. I mean, that entrance is badass with the light
I love
coming
it.
down. Like it's like a whole freaking. You're gonna get the aesthetic entrance. You're gonna get the aesthetic entrance. You're gonna get the posing.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna get the couple, like you said, the splashes, the power slam, the suplex, and then jaded. Good night. Yep. That's what you're gonna get. For real. Yep. Guess what though? If that's what, but I think there'll be more things. I think over time, even with John Cena's career, right?
Right.
John Cena, over the time, John Cena always added something new over time.
Right.
Something he would come out in a match that we had never seen John do before. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I think one time he hit a damn Hurricane Rana. That shit was crazy. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Like, like John Cena's hitting Hurricane Ranas now. Or certain people every now and then come out with a new move. Or do something that not a new move, but it's a move that exists, but it's not a move that we've seen them do before. Or it's not a move that we would expect them to do. Right. And I think that's going to be Jay. Like you said, she's still learning. So over time, every now and then, you're going to start seeing something else. Oh, wait a minute. I haven't seen her do that before. Oh, that was cool. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this, I guess, beginning version of Jade that we're getting,
right?
To me, it excites me because she's already at this level, and she's very green, and she can only go up from here, right? And so as she goes up from here, who knows what else we're gonna get, right? So I think that everybody should be understanding and patient of that, because not everybody comes in. Like, then you got people like Logan Paul, who comes in here and this guy's wrestling like he's been here for 12 years. You know what I mean? For real.
And you know what? And you know what? Some people pick that. Some people just pick it up overnight. Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? Some people just come in like, okay, got it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he's
well. We did see stay on track here. We did see Jay come over. Yeah. See, we saw Jay go over to the announce table, and we saw her get in Liv Morgan's face, and we saw her tell her, "If you choose me at WrestleMania, I'm gonna beat that ass."
And here we are again, still cliffhanging, because they still will not commit to it being Liv Morgan and Jordan. I mean, freaking Jay Cargill, and I don't want to leave Jordan Grayson to win here, because
I know you don't want to, but she.
No, we cannot do that.
So here's what I say with Jordan Grayson. I think she will be in WrestleMania. Here's the deal. Well, here's what, but of course it won't be for that women's championship.
So wait.
It will be. Hold on.
You better not say the freaking Battle Royal.
No, it will be probably for that United States championship versus Julia. I think that'll probably be the undercard for her to win her first championship.
As a Jordan Grace fan, I'm gonna take it over over that hater that we don't have. Luckily, I have been fortunate enough to not have to deal with Jacob Winnie tonight.
Now, who's going?
Jacob had a freaking Battle Royal, which is disrespectful.
Now, you asked me who's going to win the women's chamber. So, Charlotte Flair is in this thing. Tiffany Stratton is in this thing.
Tiffany Stratton's got to win.
I don't think she's going to win. I think it will be, and I'm going with it, and I'm sticking to it, and you can record it on the podcast. And
Yep, let's go and clip
got
it.
it here. I think Charlotte Flair is going to win the whole thing, and I think she's going to be the one to challenge Jade Cargill at WrestleMania.
Do I like that though?
I think that's where we headed. Because if you notice, okay, and this is why I say this. Go back to the first time they had interaction with one another. They both came into Nick Aldis' office. They both was looking at each other. They both looked at each other countless of times when Jay would come out, or when
oh yeah, you're right.
Or when Charlotte comes out, they'll stare each other down, or whatever the case is. So yeah, I think that's where we kind of headed. I don't think it'd be Tiffany this year. You know what? For Tiffany this year.
What am I doing with Tiffany though? She's back. She's healthy. What am I doing with her then?
Yeah, what do you do with Tiffany this year? That will be the burning question. What would you do? Unless they could set that up for a triple threat match. That's the only thing I could.
Championship?
No, not the United States.
Are you talking about the world title?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, man, that's a lot for a damn.
Yeah.
You put Julia in there with two mega main eventers. You know what? See, but that's the problem. See, I don't see what I just said. I don't like that, because already as soon as you were like Jordan Grace against Gillian, I'm like, because it's already starting to seem like that I wouldn't trust Julia in a main event. And I don't like that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I can see what you're saying, yeah.
Right. So, okay. Okay, we'll see. That's better than what Jacob would have said. And I'm glad he's not here tonight, because he was right again for a third time. I just can't.
And surprisingly, she lost clean, but because I sure thought Liv Morgan was kind of going to jump up and kind of get involved.
I wish like that would have happened. That would have been better.
But I guess they decided not to go that route.
I'm gonna have to. Well, he'll probably be back here on Monday's pod. I'm gonna have to deal with Jacob head on. Because yeah, whatever. But hopefully Jordan Grace, like you said, can make it to the United States Championship match at least, because that way I will have still been right. Because I said that she was gonna get a main championship match on the WrestleMania card. So if she does do that, then that counts. I was still right partially, even though I did say it was going to be against Jay, but that already happened, and we saw how that went. But I just feel like they could have done something to protect Jordan Grace a little bit more, because I feel like even now, if she goes after the United States title, it's like, okay, you got your ass whooped clean for the world title, and then it's kind of like you're just what's that word? Yeah. You're just settling. You're settling for the United States title because now you can't beat Jade Cargill. That kind of stuff.
Right.
I don't like that, but we'll see. It's better than her being in the Battle Royal. And then we had the main event. We had Cody Rhodes defeat Sami Zayn, Jacob Fatu. Now Drew McIntyre. So again, it's like I said a few pods ago, and I was right, because I assumed they're just gonna pretend. Or we're supposed to have amnesia and forget that Cody Rhodes' stipulation was that if he lost, he could never get an opportunity
for the world title
as long as Drew McIntyre was champion. Yeah. So, but then you have Cody Rhodes in qualifying matches. So whatever. So you know what I mean? Because why should he be eligible? But we're past that. We already said that last pod. You already know how I feel about that. Or whatever, like we're supposed to get amnesia and roll with it. So anyway, so he's in the match, and then before the match, Sam he talks to Sami Zayn. He's like, "Oh yeah, good luck tonight," and all that. And he's like, "You know what? I like you." And Drew McIntyre says, "Hey, you know what? Matter of fact, Sami, I do want you to win, and I have a feeling that you will win tonight." You know what I mean? And then of course, Drew McIntyre comes out. Drew McIntyre is basically afraid to face Jacob Fatu, and he doesn't want to face Cody Rhodes. So he tries to screw both of them and literally tries to drag Sami Zayn on top of Cody Rhodes. I thought it was going to end like that.
I thought it was too.
I thought it ended like that. Cody Rhodes with the dramatic 2 in a millisecond and a half kick out, kicks out and turns into Super Cody. Well, then actually, so here's the thing. Sami Zayn could have took advantage of it because even after Cody Rhodes kicks out, Drew McIntyre's like, man, you got to be kidding me. This guy is still in it. So he runs back to the ring to continue trying to screw over Cody Rhodes and help Sami Zayn win. But then Sami Zayn's like, I don't want help like that. So Sami Zayn hits Drew McIntyre with the haluva kick. And while Sami's back is turned, Cody Rhodes takes advantage and hits the Crossroads to advance to the Elimination Chamber. Now, I would assume that Drew McIntyre wanted, obviously he just didn't want to see Cody get anything, but I would assume that he looks at Sami Zayn as the easiest target.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, you can win because I know I can beat you. You know what I mean?
And so here's what I was kind of thinking that was going to probably take place. So if Cody does win the chamber, it would be him going to WrestleMania. Then somehow, some way, Jacob will get in there. But with Jacob Fatu, he would have to probably win a number 1 contenders match against probably Cody or something like that to get involved.
He could always say that he never got pinned in a triple threat.
Right. So
but that's not like something that he would do. Like you have to look at the character and be like, okay, what would the character do? If he was like a cowardly heel, then yes, like somebody like the Miz or somebody, they would come out and try to say, oh, well, I was never pinned, I should get another shot.
Right.
Jacob's not gonna come out there making excuses. He's gonna be like, all right, I have to earn my shot. Like, you know what I mean? So I can see that maybe.
Yeah, so it could be like qualify for it, and then Sami Zayn, interesting character, unless
heel turn.
Yeah, unless
you saw he was looking at Cody. I feel like he was looking
at a heel turn.
I feel like he was looking at it like, oh yeah, you know, I'll stop Drew from attacking you and screwing you. And then I feel like maybe I could be wrong, but he could be looking at it like, yeah, we're in a match and it's every man for themselves. But like I had my back turned. I was trying to stop Drew McIntyre. I feel like you could have at least gave me the courtesy of letting me like refocus back in. You know what I mean? Like because he didn't, like he literally came up behind Sami and just caught him, like literally took advantage and caught him with the crossroad.
Right.
Then tonight, Wade Barrett, or it might have been Joe, one of those guys mentioned how during Cody Rhodes coming out there, they mentioned how this Cody Rhodes is different. How this Cody Rhodes is doubting himself, how this Cody Rhodes is more aggressive, like you know what I mean? Like so, or like I mean, there's so many like Easter eggs and like teases being put out there, you know?
Yeah, so we don't kind of know, what way this is headed. So we're gonna find out how this really all kind of really honestly turns out. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, loaded show. Jules, what's going on with your boy AJ Styles? Stuff in the news. Obviously, we know about the whole Royal Rumble retirement match against Gunther. Supposedly, we've seen AJ Styles on the Stephanie McMahon podcast, I believe it was.
Right.
She asked him about it. He said that he's retired, but then now back in the news again. So I've seen an article yesterday saying that he was in talks with WWE about possibly extending that, or maybe not even in the ring, but just backstage. But then also, which I mean, that's fine. I could see, I think that would have been fair, him doing like a coaching or like a producing thing. But then I'm seeing a new article today that states that AJ Styles could possibly be taking his talents to AEW. What is going on? Like, where is this coming from? What's going on with AJ?
I see him doing more TNA than anything. Because the reason why I said that is because he did ask, and he wasn't for sure or not. He was like, can I? He was like, he didn't know if he could work TNA or not, and because his contract is under WWE, but they said it was cool if he worked TNA. So really, I see him doing a last TNA run and then probably calling it quits. I would be very shocked if he decided to go to AEW. I really
That would be crazy, bro.
I would.
Imagine
Not to say it's not
out like at Revolution. That would be
not to say it's not a lot of big talent. You know what I'm saying? Down in.
But what else is there for him to do?
AEW, but I'm just looking at it from a standpoint. Yeah, you got Kenny Omega he could work with, or he got the Young Bucks he could work with, or even Hangman Page or Swerve Strickland.
Hangman Page against freaking AJ Styles, that would slap.
Yeah, so I mean, he got talent to work with. Yeah, I just think, really, to be honest, I think it's a TNA match, and then really, to be honest, I think he gonna call it probably quits after that, because he came from TNA. That's what I'm looking for.
Say, you think he just wants to end it where it started?
Yeah, I think he just wants to end it where it started. He'll do a match, and then call it quits. Yeah, he'll end his career that way. So,
well, usually, as they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
And it's these articles ain't just coming from out of nowhere. So I'll be keeping an eye on the dirt sheets here, because things are starting to leak about AJ Styles here. So we'll see where it ends up at. And lastly tonight, final thought, let's talk about it, man. Look, Brody King allegedly kept off of AEW programming due to his anti-ICE political views by Warner Brothers. So at first, AEW was blamed. AEW said it wasn't them. AEW then passed the buck to Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers responded and said that is not true. That the reason that Brody King was kept off of TV is because that he was already en route on his flight on the way to Grand Slam Australia next week, and that he will be on the program. So here's the thing. I'll take it for now. But I'll say this: if I was watching Grand Slam next week and I don't see Brody King,
as a matter of fact, Grand Slam is tomorrow night. So
then we should be seeing Brody King, correct? I mean, that's right.
Right. We should be seeing Brody King tomorrow.
They said he's going to wait in Australia so that means we should be seeing Brody King.
But here's the thing.
But where did this come from? Here's my thing. If it's not true, where did it come from?
So I know where it came from. So remember when, and I don't know if you saw it or not, but MJF and Brody, they had a match in Las Vegas, and the crowd, they start chanting, ice, ice, ice. They start doing that chant, and so MJF had that look on his face, like, oh, what the heck is going on here? So the crowd and pretty much everybody or some people, they know about Brody King and they know his stance, and because he had made some comments about his political views and stuff like that, and what ICE is all about and stuff like that. So he's made comments on it.
Yeah, sure.
And that's pretty much where it stems from. Pretty much, that's where the whole Warner Brothers, and see, Warner Brothers, they got a whiff of it because Warner Brothers and AEW is tied in together. So
Yeah.
they kind of looked at it like, okay, yeah, this might cause a problem. Let's kind of switch gears and try to back him out or whatever the case is, and this, that, the other. But I think he'll show up for the match.
So you think it was just kind of them trying to, or they were just saying, hey, we gotta make sure we're watching what we doing, basically.
Yeah, I think it was.
And then somebody took that and ran with it and made it into something that it wasn't.
Yeah, I think they just made it into something that it really wasn't.
Okay.
I don't think Brody got any real blowback.
Hey man, hey, I got a Brody King. I'm looking for you tomorrow. Grand Slam Australia. If he's not on there, he's gonna come back again.
Oh, for sure.
Because then it's like, okay, where is he at then? You said he was on his plane. Why he ain't on the show? Because I'm telling you, man, it just seems to me, why would somebody make something like this up? You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. People have said shit before that's not true, obviously, since the beginning of time. But
right,
like I said, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. But that is all the time we have for tonight. And as usual, I thank everyone here on YouTube Live, everybody on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you may get your podcast from. Please do not forget to show love, like, and subscribe. Help us grow. Help us get out there. We're only going to get better and go up from here. I am blessed to have a great friend like Jules here, and I'm blessed to have you guys in this pod and everybody out there. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for
especially
listening.
Jacob too, because he needs to be up on here.
Jacob out there spending time, hey, look, man, it's Valentine's Day weekend. Jacob out there spending time with the lady and the family, so I get it. Jacob tries to make the shows, guys, because a few of you have been asking where is he at. Sometimes he's on, times he's not, but he's more like a special attraction. Jacob is a box office attraction. But hey, I'm glad that he wasn't here tonight because I didn't want to hear about this Jordan Gray. I know he's got a whole monologue waiting for me on Monday or whenever he plans on being back. I guarantee you the Tree Man is back next week to get on my ass about that. So I'll be waiting for it. But yeah, once again, hey man, one more time, shout out, happy birthday, Julian.
Thank you.
Shout out one more time, and also happy Valentine's Day, early at Valentine's Day out there to everybody. Well, obviously over there on the East Coast, it's already Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Hey, even if you're single, hey man, if you still got your mom around, hey, send your mom some flowers, man. I'm single, you know what? I send my mom, flowers and things like that. Or send some loved ones. It is not always about relationships. It can be about just showing love. So I hope everybody enjoys their Valentine's Day and their weekend, and we will see you guys again on Monday. And until next time, we are out of here. Good night.
Peace.